Good afternoon. I wanted to take an opportunity to provide my thoughts and response to the governor's recently announced plan on the Transportation Trust Fund. And, to borrow a word from the governor, it is an unconscionable plan. It is a plan that does exactly what candidate Christie said we shouldn't be doing, which is kick the can down the road, in this case, for 5 more years. The Transportation Trust Fund, when originally created under Governor Tom Kean, was a revolving plan in a much more cheaper period of time when the annual capital program was $400 million a year, that was set up in a fashion like the NJEIT, the Environmental Infrastructure Trust, where the money would be bonded out over a shorter period of time and renew over a period of time, so that it was a revolving program. Over the course of 2 decades, the debt schedule for the TTF has been extended time and time again, from where we started out with 10-year bonds to now we're at 30 or 35-year bonds, and the borrowing continues unabated, including with this plan. Although the governor says that it calls for $4.4 billion in new borrowing, what that doesn't really take into account is that the money the governor talks about using from the Turnpike is already borrowed money. It's $1.25 billion that was allocated for the ARC tunnel, and that was raised through toll money, and the money from the Port Authority is also borrowed money. So if you really want to look at this accurately, it is a trust fund program that is almost all borrowed money and relies on a lot of assumptions that are not necessarily assumptions that we can all agree will actually happen. For instance, relying on the Port Authority to fund some of our major transportation infrastructures is a plan that requires governors of 2 states to agree, not just one. And that's not something that is easily done, and as we've seen over many years, it's something that many plans have been laid but not always agreed to. And so it is a trust fund plan that has the ability to say there is a plan. It is a trust fund plan that will probably not stand the test of time. The governor talked about how this plan is going to create jobs. The ARC tunnel would have created jobs as well. The trust fund plan that we had in place created jobs. It's about making sure we have a trust fund plan that stands the test of time. And clearly this is a trust fund plan that will stand the test of 5 years, if that, but leave the state back in the same position it was at the beginning.